Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Liz Fighter. Welcome back to another episode of DDLC. This episode, I have no clue. I really should get to know these numbers better, but this is going to be part 2 of the what is this? Trust? No. It's something. I don't know what it is already, but yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's part 2 of that thing. So let's go ahead and get started with that. I'm not going to think of that. I'm not going to know what that is just right off the top of my head. So, yeah, this sucks. Why is Monika such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she could find any members. Let me deal with Audacity first. It's been stupid lately. Monika's usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Maybe when she's not busy being so judgmental. But what if I am into manga? Why can't just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it? I accept it. I think it's cute. Oh, come on, that's condescending too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you. Natsuki sighs. I know, thanks. It just really sucks. Do you want me to talk to Monika? I don't know. It's not like I'm going to change her opinion about me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that wouldn't suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. I should just find another club. Wait, you don't have to do that. We could figure this out, please. I mean, I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am, and I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome and to be happy, so I want to make that happen for you. I was wondering, what was the reason you decided to join the literature club? Well, Natsuki hesitates. It's kind of dumb. Aw, don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason when everyone is welcome. I wasn't welcome. You were to me, so just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monika. I promise, Natsuki sighs. I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of this stuff I'm into without people making snotty comments about it. Not that I care what everyone else thinks, but you know, the signs of the literature club said that you can be yourself or whatever, so I decided it was at least worth a shot. But that was a lie, apparently. Natsuki dejectedly kicks her toe of her shoe against the wall. Oh, and I like writing too. Really? How come you didn't say that to Monika? Because she was being so judgmental that I didn't just want to tell her something else she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. And if she knew that I was into writing, then she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from the manga in favor of being the more mature thing. The two of them remained silent for a while. Sayori understood that it's out of the question for Natsuki to return to the clubroom, for today at least. But Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club just like everyone else. It's part of the club vision for her to be welcome. You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for. So, I'm going to do everything I can to fix this. I promise. Yeah, that'll work. I understand where she's coming from, but yeah. You like writing, so it works out at the end of the day, right? It's lunchtime the next day. The cafeteria and the hallways are bustling with students waiting to meet with their friends and make the most out of their limited break time. Where could she be? Among them is Monika, who always eats lunch in her classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monika decided to find her during lunchtime so she could make amends. After searching for an extensive time, Monika finally spots her. Despite her short stature, Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd. Oh gosh. Suddenly feeling awkward, Monika's afraid to get closer. Natsuki's with some friends whom Monika doesn't recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together. It would be really tactless to just interrupt them. Oh yeah, did you end up joining the literature club or what? Huh? Of course I joined. Why wouldn't I? I told you she'd join. Come on. You know she only joined because you wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime club. I told you I never even wanted to join that stupid club. Oh, sure. Well, you have to give some credit, at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash. Well, true. Well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you. Shut up. Just let me do my thing. I'm just joking. We know we love you. Yeah, once the literature club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book. These girls may seem like assholes, but my friends talk about worse things to each other. We just fucking make fun of each other all day, so this is normal. What are you gonna buy her smutty fan fiction? Well, obviously, I want a signed copy. That was like 10 years ago. You don't think I've grown out of it by now? I told you I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder of how far you've come since then. Relax. They're not trying to attack you, Natsuki. They're just trying to be your buddies. Not to mention you couldn't have done it without us. That gives us a pass to joke about it. Yeah, sure. They grow up so fast, it brings a tear to my eye. Natsuki suddenly glances in Monika's direction, prompting Monika to quickly turn away and distance herself. What the heck? That was horrible. I should have said something to defend her. Why do I have to be so conflict avoidant? It's not. I was just messing around. It's fine. Hey, they're not really ripping on her. They're just joking. Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them after the way I treated her. I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. After school ends, Monika distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes in the book as usual. Monika picks a desk and slumps into it, something she seems to be doing rather often lately. Yuri, I don't think I can be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't, go exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like the literature club is a place you get to express yourself, unless in a way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. And I'm especially mad that I didn't have a self-reflection skills to realize that I was doing. So much for maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just, a lot on my mind. No. I enjoy listening. Really? Why? Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nice. Oh, well, okay. I guess I'll just continue then. Yuri nods. Yeah, Natsuki has kind of a blunt attitude, you know? It makes me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch, and they were just so mean to her, telling her to grow up and stuff like that the literature club will help her grow out of her manga. It just made me so mad. Just let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? And when I had that thought, it just came to a realization that I was kind of doing the same thing, just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did? Yeah, I remember. Fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was just trying to dismiss it, but Sayori jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't, because I just let Sayori handle it instead, and now I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time. Monika shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid. I can just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share her passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends were treating her like that. I'm going to get them back for it. Get them back? Whoa, that's a little... Yeah, I'll get them back by making sure that this is the literature club that Natsuki wants, not the way that they want it. Suddenly, Sayori bursts through the door, making Monika and Yuri jump. With the rare stern face, she munches over to Monika's desk and sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention. I can do that because I'm vice president. Is this about Natsuki? Yes! Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. We're just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive about her passion, and she felt threatened and probably just unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh, yay, I did it! Thanks for the intervention, Sayori. I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again. So how do you want to make it up to her? I have a plan. Sayori, do you know if Natsuki's coming to the club meeting today? I don't think she is. I see. Monika was afraid of that. Not because of her plan, but because she's facing the consequences of the damage that she's inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy to just duck away from conflict and wait for it to blow over. But that's not enough. To truly respect someone's feelings after you've hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. Okay, do you think I can get her to come to the meeting tomorrow? I can do that. Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything. But thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener. Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away to hide a smile. Well, I guess for today is going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm just going to read with Yuri. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? How come it's out here? Sayori picks up a manga that was resting on the adjacent desk. Oh, that? Natsuki probably just left it out by accident. But I thought she hasn't been coming to the club. Actually, Monika's been... Okay, Yuri, I'm sure it was someone else who was using the classroom then, okay? Monika smiles at them both. Then with a wave, she exits the club room. She doesn't want to admit that she was reading it. I really shouldn't have let that out. If Sayori catches lunch, she'll definitely tell Natsuki, and that'll get really awkward. Now, I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room. Keyboard? Whatever for? The time for the next club meeting has already arrived. Monika and Yuri are the first to arrive. I'm so worried. Do you think Sayori is going to be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Well, she's Sayori. You know, you're right. Time slowly passes. Monika sits and stands to pace around, then sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book. Then the door finally opens. Sayori marches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room. We're here! Welcome back! Monika, the club president, stands up and greets him with a smile. Sayori picks a desk and takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monika is struck with a nostalgic feeling. She would stand in the front of the club room just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member would be. Each with their own struggles, her own reason for seeking the vision that Monika had admittedly so vaguely advertised. Seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons would it hold for the future of the literature club? Realizing she's getting ahead of herself, Monika takes a deep breath and returns to the present. That's what it is, respect. That's what the hell this is called. Okay, everyone, the literature club is starting. We have an activity planned for today. Monika turns around to face the chalkboard. On it, she writes manga in big letters. Today, we're going to learn from an expert about a unique form of literature, manga. Oh, come on. Is this kind of forced? I know you don't actually want to do this, so just... Monika shakes her head. Natsuki, this is the hardest part. After making it this far, it would be so easy to just smile and move on. But that's not enough, not this time. I'm sorry. It was wrong of me not to take you seriously when you were kind enough to show interest in my club. I thought about it and I realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you, and I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So I can make it up to you. Well, thanks, but I know you're only doing this because Sayori told you to. Wait, that's not true. Monika planned this all by herself. I didn't even get the chance to talk to her. I was a witness to that as well. This is the literature club. The literature club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests, our differences. It is my vision to let us freely express that, and it's my goal to respect everyone for them. So I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think you deserve to share that joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Natsuki looks away and hesitates. But it's really dumb, the stuff I'm into. Monika smiles. She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight in the eye. If you like it, then it's not dumb. Oh, except for me. Sayori, you're not dumb either. What the heck? You guys are so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga, only because you admitted that it's literature after all. Natsuki stands up. Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. I'm kind of a pro. But I didn't want you to just like me because of that. Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki. Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyway, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready. Oh, I'm fucking ready. A week has passed since Natsuki returned to the returned to the literature club. I can read everything else except the names, dude. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. Each club member have received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. As another meeting draws to a close, Monika approaches Natsuki on the way out. Natsuki, you in a hurry home or anything? Me? Not particularly. Why? Oh, there was just something I wanted to show you if you had a few minutes. Sure, what is it? Not in here. Can you follow me to the music room? The music room? Why? Well, you'll see. Whoa, look at that. Look at that. When the club was just me and Sayori, we would talk about how we envisioned the club would turn out. We cared a lot about it being a place where people could express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said that I was making the club I needed myself more than anyone. Well, I think it wasn't until you joined that I fully understood that. Because you really taught me about myself, like things that I was probably always too stubborn to admit. Oh, come on, you can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. If she's going to play some music, I'm going to turn the music on so you guys can hear it. So like it was just a bunch of manga, and I got fussy when I didn't have my way. That was really stupid of me to make such a big deal out of it. No, I honestly needed it. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I wouldn't have never realized that I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected. It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. You know, like, I really shouldn't care about what other people think in the first place. But when you're just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can get really hard to just brush it off. And it makes me feel like I'm the problem. Like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. Am I being too entitled if I just want people to like me without me having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself? I don't think I am. I just wish that sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am. As Monika listens, she recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends were treating her, and how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I only wish I could be as strong as you are, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm like always trying to come off as perfect for other people. And anytime there's like a hint of contention, I just crumble. But it's thanks to you that I really started thinking about this stuff. You really inspired me to start working on it. But well, like I said, I didn't even do anything. You were just being yourself, that's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else. Monika takes a breath. The thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga. What? You? What the heck? Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry, I just felt like kind of embarrassed to admit it after I gave you such a hard time about it. I can't believe you, of all people, were reading manga behind my back. That's so funny. Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them, and out of curiosity, I ended up reading a whole bunch of it. But, I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances, right? You were reading Parfait Girls? Wow, you have such good taste. Just one volume. And I kind of picked it out randomly. Well, you have good intuition, then. You have to tell me all your favorite parts. Well, I think it was some kind of weird fate, because the character isn't just in a literature club, she also plays piano. It's just weird because I've always wanted to learn piano. She was like the perfect person I always wish I was. I just did what I wanted instead of always second-guessing myself. Oh, nice. Monika walks over to the piano and sits down. Look at that! That's nice. I always felt like I would share the absolute best parts of myself, the parts that would impress people or make them like me more. That's a good one. I like it. But after you joined the club, I realized how self-destructive that mentality is. We all share things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences allows us to share emotions. And I just felt like I wanted to show you this, because if it wasn't for you, I never would have started playing. I think the credit for that one goes to the Parfait Girls, not me. No, well, maybe it's true that Parfait Girls put the thought in my head, but it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day. Every day? Because, you just make me feel like if I want to do something, I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long, and I'm really not that good at it, at all, but I wrote a song for the club, and I worked really hard on it. It doesn't have any words or anything, but, well, yeah. Here we go. Let's hear it. Hey, here we go. That's not a bad one. I like it. So you can hear the bass at the same. Well, that's the left. That's a very simple one, but that would take you a few times if you're just new. I like it. Okay, that's a little bit more advanced, but yeah. Still, I think I could play this if I tried a few times. No, it's a little collage thing. That's cool, too. Let me move my mouse out of here so you guys can see it in its full glory here. This is a good one for any future thumbnails I want to do. It's hard to find new images to make for the game, but that's not bad. I like it. Oh, it's not over. It gets calm out. Oh, that was a little different there. Okay. All right. No, it's no Mozart, but I mean, not that bad either. That's all. Okay, let me turn the music down so I don't... that was so good. It was? Yeah, are you kidding? You're already pro. Not even close. Does the song have a name? You said it was about the club, so... Yeah, it's called My Song, Your Note, because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think. When I was such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me, it should be about everyone. It's all about you who helped shape the club into what it is. I would never change that. Well, I think that's really thoughtful, and kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. It makes me feel like I should probably apologize too. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things, and I got frustrated after not getting my way into the club. So yeah, I really didn't mean to take it out on you. I was being really immature. If you get my stubborn butt to apologize, then I guess you're doing something right. It's fine, I'm past it too, and I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. It makes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing. Well, I wonder who I got it from. Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, we're even as long as you let me keep my manga in the club room. You did admit it's a form of literature. You totally can't take that back now. You got me. The closet's all yours. I'll tell you what, I'll bring in a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something nice in return. What kind of little something? Oh, you'll see, but I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think I know what it is. The next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one. Yeah, that's not... Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. Let's see what this mail is here. Character discrepancy, huh? Having run the control simulation for a while, it is evident that a certain character is missing from any mention or appearance. This makes me speculate that Monika's meddling is less clumsy than we think, because she would have to manufacture this character herself as a way of forcing interaction between her and the user. Could that be why the character has such limited and dissonant personality traits, or am I reading too much into this? I'll open an issue and start tracking info of operations on this anomaly of this character appealing. Is that the protagonist, as it is, for like the user and... Well, technically the user is me, and her as in Monika. So maybe she's sort of made this like little... The very malleable character type, very fungible personality traits, and you can just kind of like put it all in the way depending on who's actually playing the game, sort of deal, you know? Because obviously even I of course had a playthrough that I did personally, as with for me. So it must be different for everyone else. Everyone, in the first time they ever play the game, when they haven't like had any previous experience with it, they play their first playthrough, they always respond the way they would. And I think that was my first playthrough. But here when I'm trying to experience everything, it's kind of like I'm only doing what the game wants me to do. All right, well, that's going to have to be it for today. My name is LaserFighter111. If you guys want to see more DDLC, be sure to leave a like. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to this video for more awesome content. And I will see you guys later.